Stewart will guide you down. Over.
Roger.
Listen up. We'll be landing at Fort Stewart shortly. This is the first Antarctic mission for the Marine Special Forces recon. Don't let your guard down. Follow your training, and you'll make it back alive. Semper Fi! Go out there and show the world what Marines are made of.
Yes, sir!
Our mission code name is Cold Limit. Check the mission data on your wireless terminals.
Yes, sir!
Dennis, I know what you're thinking. I can't stop you from living in the past. But just remember one thing. Be strong. That's all. An old teacher once told me, life is full of pain and suffering. You have to be strong to deal with it. Dennis, don't let it distract you.
If I see Cindy, and she's in trouble, I'll give my life to protect her. It's the least that I can do for Andrew.
We made these knives for our success in Cambodia. You, me, and Andrew. When times are rough, I look at this and remember that I have good friends. We go way back. We're more than just a unit. Never forget that. Your pain is my pain.
Thanks, Roger.
Mayday! We lost 2 engines. We're going down.
Emergency! Grab your parachutes. Regroup at Ground Facility Building B. Get ready. Now go!
Yes, sir!
Dennis here.
This is Roger.
Where are you?
Look up.
There's a ventilation shaft up here. It should lead into the compound. You need to get up here. Come on!
This icy cliff looks impossible.
You'll have to find a way around it. Just follow my
Directions. First, activate the elevator.
Got it.
Okay, it's weird that they let me keep the grenade launcher. 99? Okay, anyways, salutations, dear viewers. Welcome to Next Play's Extinction for the PlayStation 2. This game could be charitably described as what happens if Resident Evil and John Carpenter's The Thing had a horror baby. I mean, this exterior South Arctic music is literally the intro music of The Thing. Now, here's the thing. I've beaten this before, but I've never beaten a New Game Plus run, which is what I've started. Now, from what I can tell... Did I keep my items, or did they just give me a bunch? Like, they just gave me a bunch. Cool. So, okay, I was under the impression, from when I'd been here before, that they just let you keep certain consumables from your previous playthrough, and that's what you use. But no, it seems like you get a bulk set of supplies, and you have... So enemies are twice as difficult in this mode. So yes, this is Extermination, New Game Plus. We are Dennis. Marine scrawny guy at large, and I mean, seriously, he weighs 154 pounds. With a Marine build, I'd expect at least 180, 200, you know, some muscle, but look at him, he's scrawny. He's no Chris Redfield. So, a quick note on controls, because this is one of those old-timey games. Like, weirdly, it's kind of the evolutionary go-between between, like, the classic... Okay, so, it's freezing. It's freezing. Oh, no, it's frickin' freezing. This blizzard started before dawn, and now it's reached severe blizzard levels. The high winds, they're making the wind chill unbearable. With wind chill dropping the temperature between 5 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. You're lucky it's not colder. It's the Antarctic, man. For every 5 mile... No wonder... Oh, no, so it drops the temperature by that much. Yesterday at sunset, the aurora was visible. It was snowing so lightly I could make out a beautiful green pillar of light. This is crazy. Everything about Antarctica is crazy. The whole facility is crazy. Will we never be able to get rid of them? Who left that note? Like, there's no bodies around here. So, this is tank controls. I can go forward and forward, because back just, like, quick turns me. I can... Well, actually, no. So... No, I have free movement in all 3 axes. Why did I think it was tank controls?
From there, walk across the gas pipe to the other side.
Just like the way we did it in training, huh?
Haha, you said it. Okay, now hurry up. You have to find Cindy. We have to get inside ASAP. I'm freezing my ass off waiting for you. Be careful. One false step and you'll be in big trouble. They won't find your body till the poles melt.
Thanks.
He's not actually
After you
kidding.
cross the pipes, there are 2 places you need to jump.
Those are big drops.
You're more nimble than I am, so it should be a piece of cake for you.
Okay.
Yeah, he ought to be nimble at less than 160 pounds, lightweight. So, we have full axial control. So, like, that's actually more sophisticated than, like, RE4, because RE4 is tank controls, but the camera... Oh boy, the camera in this game will actually drive you crazy. So the camera doesn't so much stay over your shoulder as you would expect a logical camera would. No, it kind of trails behind you and only adjusts itself when the environment forces it to, like, crane around. The camera is almost behind you in trail, as opposed to actually having a fixed perspective on your position. It is a little infuriating, I'm not gonna lie. So, to remedy that, we have L1, which will fix the camera behind Dennis, wherever he's currently facing.
I have to jump that crevice.
This is also one of those games with an action button, so I have to press X at specific moments or cues.
No
like
choice
that
but to jump
climb
this
was
one.
also an X. But the dodge is an X, and door opening is also an X. It's all X.
This the ventilation shaft?
While I was waiting, I was watching how this fan works. It spins for 3 seconds and stops for 2 seconds. But with the inertia, it's only clear for 1 second. Timing needs to be perfect. You'd better go ahead.
Me first, huh?
I'll go once you're safely in. You're good at this kind of stuff, aren't you?
Approach slowly, and when you see you're in, floor it.
You sure this is the right way?
Trust me!
Never trust Roger again. Right way my ass.
Train tracks. Did they tell you anything about this place?
No.
This place looks like a battlefield.
What the hell?
This looks bad. Just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, this was before localization
still
involved with
sharp,
lip
huh?
syncing, so
It's kept me alive so far.
their
Let's
lip
look
sync is
around
to
and
Japanese
maybe see
right now,
survivors,
so that's a thing.
including Cindy.
I love that. I feel like this is kind of like a fuck you to Resident Evil. Oh no, this door is locked. Here,
Let's
let me
check
just
out what we
knife
can.
the thing open.
We'll start here. Cover me.
Why don't I get an M249 squad automatic weapon?
No one here. I'll take a look around. You check out the corridor.
Okay.
So I've got full freedom of movement like RE6, as opposed to RE4 and 5, but yet I am... Yeah, that's the save terminal. It's your typewriter. Not going to be the last Resident Evil euphemism, metaphor, whatever, that I use. Like I said, this is what happens when you take the gameplay and sort of thematic theming of Resident Evil and you apply it to... loosely apply it to John Carpenter's The Thing. The monsters are certainly visually inspired by the look of the Thing's various transformations, even though in this context that doesn't make a tremendous amount of sense. The Thing always looked like a freaky amalgam of, like, different creatures, because that's what it was. Like, it samples all these gene types, stores them, and can then reference them later. And it doesn't really have a true form, but here they just kind of explode into random shit because... horror game, it looks creepy. Same reason why heads twitch in, like, Silent Hill and Cry of Fear, because it looks creepy. My point with horror. Very illogical. We got the old school RE door transitions. Because, so here's the thing, if I want to attack, I have to pin myself in place. So this is the close engagement mode, because you get more, like, situational awareness. And your weapon will automatically lock on a target, like I think the nearest target within your field of view. If another target gets closer, it'll stay locked on a target if it's already acquired one. So it's actually a kind of intuitive system. The problem is, enemies in this game have weak points. And that auto-targeting will only target center of mass, which means you can't exploit weak points if you rely on that. So if you want to hit weak points, you have to go into this kind of first-person aiming mode. This is what it looks like from the red dot sight, even though with the weapon in the corner there, you can tell that's not at all how a red dot sight should look, but again, this was early days in terms of gaming, so those little details hadn't quite been covered yet. Now, here's... okay, so the small life form affectionately known as the Bug has been found to excrete an infection... affectionately known as the Bug, sure. Excrete a green infectious fluid. Is it an affectionately known as a green infectious fluid? It has been reported in some cases the creature will cling to the victim before releasing the fluid. Exposure to the infectious fluid will cause a chemical reaction within the victim's body that causes cell mutation. It also weakens the body's immune system, accelerating the cell infestation process. Several cases of infection have already been reported within the facility, and yet you still affectionately refer to it as the Bug. MTS stations are located... keep track, yeah. So you've got 5 medicinal items. Yeah, you've got 2 IVs. One restores, I think, 30 points of health. That's the type A. The B restores all of your health. And then you have booster shots, which the IVs only restore... and I just get myself a bit of a burn. The IVs only restore health. The booster shots will restore health and remove sentry guns. Yeah, basically, this warns you the guns will, they'll shoot you too. And radio call. That is a...
Dennis, it's Roger. Can you get back here? I've worked out the route to the rendezvous point.
I'm on my way.
That belt Dennis is wearing is like Batman utility belt levels of thick. It's so tricky to follow a straight line when the camera is not... God, yeah, this is one of those games when they hadn't quite worked out what to do with the camera yet, and it shows. The camera is a bit of a pain in the ass. Fine as long as you're not platforming, which you don't do often in this game, thankfully.
What's up?
Look, it's a drawbridge. The map shows that the rendezvous point, Building B, is on the other side. We need to lower that drawbridge. We should regroup and find out what's going on as soon as possible.
Right.
What did you find out?
The facility's been ripped to shreds. Something bad has happened here. We've got to stay sharp.
You're right. By the way, the computer is almost fixed. We should be able to open some of the doors now.
Can you open the door at the end of the tunnel? It's locked.
Yeah, hold on.
And he doesn't even, like...
All right, it should be open
Guess
now.
he just touches
I'm
the
going
lever
to
and the
try
door
to
is
lower the
magically open.
drawbridge from here. We need to head to our rendezvous point, Building B, ASAP. Until then, keep up your recon.
Okay. Who would have thought that such a facility existed? In the South Pole of all places.
I know. There's definitely something strange going on
See,
here.
Roger is the build I'd expect from a Marine Force Recon guy. Besides which, who in Marine Force Recon let Dennis have that hair? Not in the Marines. Not even in the Special Forces of the Marines. I can't say that with any certainty. It's not like I'm personally familiar with it, but it does not seem right. I instinctively feel like that's wrong. That run cycle's a little questionable as well. Like, the door transitions are right out of Resident Evil. Like, come the fuck on. I guess, a bug. Affectionately known as the bug. I'm just sort of grasping with things to
This is
explain
Dennis.
right now.
Watch here.
Something's down here. I can feel it.
Me too. Be on guard. If we can get the power back on, I can activate the drawbridge. A circuit breaker is probably out. There should be a transformer room somewhere. Where are you now?
Hey, me again?
You know I don't like the cold.
First you send me through that fan, and now this?
Hey, you owe me, right? Remember the guerrilla fighters in the fields of Cambodia? If I hadn't been there, you'd be...
I would have been dead meat, right? Yeah, I've heard enough of that story.
Okay, when we get back, I'll buy you a drink.
Sure, dude. So, as a testament to the okay, first of all, so we've got a map that handy. We got a database. We got items which are divided into batteries, equipment, key items, event item, key items, and our medical supplies. But then we also have the SPR4 screen. Now, this thing right here, this M4 by any other name, is effectively our only weapon apart from the knife. Now, there's an addendum to that I'll get into later. I mean, I don't know why this is still here. It's honestly a little weird that it is still here, but whatever. I'll get into it later. So yeah, we have a selector and 3-round burst. So normally these things will be killed in one burst, but because everything is twice as much of a pain in the ass now, it's going to take... Yeah. Kind of fell short on that last shot, but yeah, it's going to take a little bit more to work them out. Now, the reason I make a point to smash every crate that I sort of got interrupted before I said before... Basically, crates respawn, so you're not going to know which ones you opened and which ones you didn't open. That was a bad crate. I mean, they seem fine chilling over there. We'll just let them... And what is this? Fuel drums. Okay, a warning about the fuel drums. Alright, alright. Maintenance crews, do not transfer a loaded train onto the slide rail for service. Slide rail is activated with a load that exceeds the maximum weight limit. It could buckle and cause severe damage. Please use caution. Which, that basically just exists to tell you that the slide rail is even a thing. Because you wouldn't know about it otherwise. But yeah, you can't overload it. That's a bogus warning. Yeah, I can't get up there from this side. So yeah, I got like a triple slash, and then I got a power slash, which is roughly equivalent to hitting them with a 3-round burst. Who is what and why? The dated key and padlock system has raised serious concerns. The padlocks can be easily broken into with a combat knife or a gunshot. Oh, not, if it was Resident Evil, though, you'd need a key! God, the fucking grotesqueries on these bodies are so low res. It looks like you're staring at processed meat. Fuck your lock. That's literally all it takes. Just not even a strong knife hit, not even multiple rolls. Just give it one little tap, and it breaks completely.
A sliding device for train maintenance. I should be able to jump from the carriage to the container.
Now, you almost feel like the Japanese customizes for Western audiences. The level of idiot-proofing in a game that clearly wasn't intended for younger audiences. I don't appreciate this affront to my capacity for intelligence. No. But again, I'm trying to get in the vent, but it climbed me up because it's all X button and it's context sensitive, and the game misinterpreted the context, because I guess I wasn't butting up against the vent, I was far enough away to try jumping me in the ledge. Oh, okay. So this game lacks polish in places. Is it enjoyable? Yes, I wouldn't be playing it otherwise, but at the same point, it's one of those so bad it's good avant-garde types of things. I mean, some would argue that it's not that bad, and it really isn't. If it was that bad, yeah, I wouldn't be here. I wanted to say it's like a loving attempt, but the fact that they ripped off both Resident Evil and John Carpenter's thing, I feel more like this was an exploitative PS2 horror cash grab. Probably. I'm sure somebody's going to take exception to that, that determination. They're welcome to do so, I just don't care. Because that's what I wanted to do. No, I was hoping to come back over here and just fire. I mean, some might also say this cheaps out because there's no, like, S rank or anything like that that I'm aware of, or timing, so the player just has to beat the game without any special frills. I do appreciate that, a simple, you win, game over, you know? None of this, the game belittling you because you're a scrub. Only we had the shotgun unit that was delivered a week ago. Then we could easily blow away these overgrown cockroaches. Where the hell did it go? Shit. I was trying to inspect the body, not fucking plummet. I'm also going to avoid these things because at their increased durability, they're just a pain. Besides which, I know for a fact that this area is going to get repopulated, so wiping them out now would serve no purpose. Ravaged corpse. Yeah, they've been eating it. Get up there. No, not up there. The note, Dennis, the note. Now even I have become infected. My cells are being taken over just like everyone else. It's hard to accept that this is the end. Let's try this again, but this time with less navigational suck. You know, I say that. Up, Dennis, up. Camera is not helping. Okay, that time it was you, Dennis. Latch on. What is... Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Actually making me look like an imbecile. Actually doing it. You mad lad. There we fucking go. Into the vent. Back here, you slippery little... Okay. Power's back.
Way to go, Dennis! Now we can get to the rendezvous point.
Yeah, it's funny they make all these mentions of infection, yet they don't actually provide anything vaguely resembling details in terms of what these people might have been exposed to. If you become infected, do the thing. It's very important that you do the thing. Can I return the train? Because I feel like continuity-wise, it's supposed to be back in the other slot. I don't think it'll let me do it, though. Oh no, there we go. Now at least it's not just going to teleport there afterward. House rules, leave everything as you found it. Apart from the locks that I broke. Or the power that I switched on. Was that every crate? Did we clear it out? It looks good. Now let's Am's crate. And now we get a bit of drama for no reason. Like, thematically, was that really necessary? Did that have to happen? Well, the sentries are active. Roger, can you hit one of them, maybe?
Roger!
Whoa! Ah! Dennis! Help me! Dennis!
Yeah, don't look at me about that, like, weird tan filter. It was always like that.
Roger!
Get out of the way!
Who's this? Nice shoulder transition.
Don't move.
I had no choice.
I'm with the...
Special Marine Forces Recon, I know. You're here to scout the facility, but you're too late. Things are already out of control here. Please listen to what I'm telling you. Get out of here as soon as you can.
She would have to be
Tell me
screaming at the top
what
of her
the hell
lungs
happened here? What
to
happened to
hear
my
her
partner?
through personal protective equipment like that over that distance. I've worn
Wrong place at the wrong time.
God, what is it?
It wouldn't help even if I
Air
told
purified
you.
respirator. Yeah, I've worn those before.
Just leave
You
here.
basically
This area will
cannot be
taken
heard
over
outside of
any
like
moment
5
now.
feet, and that's when you're talking
Taken by who?
loud.
Take this.
That's why, as a device, they actually have like microphones that clip onto those things now to amplify your voice outside of the mask.
Use it. If you don't want to end up like your friend, the antibodies will temporarily ward off infection.
Infection?
You'll find the survivors and your friends in Ground Facility Building B. Get to them as soon as you can and go back home. Even a brave Marine needs to know when to run.
Hey, wait! Who are you? What happened here? Tell me! Damn it! Roger. I can't believe this.